Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're cracking open a filing from Glacier Bancorp, and let's just say their shareholder meeting sounds way more exciting than my last family dinner. Buckle up because we're diving into votes, executive pay, and whether their accountants got the thumbs up. It's all happening here. Glacier Bancorp held its annual meeting in April and shareholders voted on key issues like electing directors, approving a stock incentive plan, and of course weighing in on how much the top executives are making. Plus they decided which accounting firm gets to keep tabs on the company's finances. We'll break down the numbers and tell you what it all means for the company. And if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. The main point of this filing is that Glacier Bancorp had its annual shareholder meeting in April. At the meeting, shareholders got to vote on 4 important things: who would be on the board of directors if they should approve a new stock incentive plan, whether they agreed with how much the company's top executives were being paid, and which accounting firm should audit their books. Let's see how those votes turned out. First up, the election of directors. Shareholders had to choose 10 people to serve on the board. The report lists each nominee and how many votes they received. Let's look at one example. Beth Neumer-Levine received 86,436,110,110,364 votes were withheld. There were also almost 10 million broker non-votes. A broker non-vote happens when a shareholder doesn't give their broker instructions on how to vote their shares, and the broker isn't allowed to vote on certain issues. In this case, it didn't affect the outcome as all the nominees were elected. So everyone nominated made it onto the board. Next up, the vote on the 2025 Stock Incentive Plan. This is a plan that allows the company to give stock options or other stock-based awards to employees, executives, and directors. It's meant to motivate them and align their interests with the company's success. Shareholders overwhelmingly approved the plan with 85,294,837,997,997,997,993 votes against, and 255 broker now vote. Since the 4 votes were much higher than the against votes, the stock incentive plan was approved. This means Glacier Bancorp can now go ahead and use this plan to reward its people with company stock. The third item on the agenda was an advisory vote on the compensation of the company's named executive officers. This is a non-binding vote, meaning the company doesn't have to follow the shareholders' recommendation. However, it's a way for shareholders to voice their opinion on how much the top executives are being paid. The shareholders approved the executive compensation package with 85,375,179 votes in favour, 1,974,302 votes against, and 96,464 and 360 volt 464 insufficient. And again, there were those 9.5 million broker non-votes. So most of the shareholders who voted were okay with how much the executives were getting paid. Finally, shareholders voted on whether to approve the appointment of Forvis Mazars, LLT, as the company's independent registered public accounting firm for the year ending December 31, 2025. This is important because the accounting firm is responsible for auditing the company's financial statements and making sure they're accurate. The shareholders overwhelmingly approved the appointment with 95,539,896 votes in favour, 1,361,145,368 votes against, and 145,314. The company also made an investor presentation that's posted on their website. This presentation probably gives more details about the company's performance and strategy. The investor presentation, while not fully detailed in the 8K, likely contains additional insights into Glacier Bancorp's performance, future strategies, and key messages the company wants to convey to its investors. Now let's step back and look at the big picture here. Glacier Bancorp seems to have had a pretty smooth annual meeting. All the directors were elected. The stock incentive plan was approved, the executive compensation was given the thumbs up, and the accounting firm was ratified. There weren't any major surprises or controversies. One thing that caught my eye was the number of broken non-votes in the first 3 votes. It's always good to see more shareholders actively participating in these decisions, but perhaps that requires more effort from the bank to attract people. The potential area to watch is that the executive compensation vote was non-binding. While it passed, a significant number of votes were cast against. This might indicate some shareholder concerns about executive pay levels, which the company should address proactively. Overall, Glacier Bancorp appears to be in a stable position, with shareholder support for its key initiatives. The company seems to be managing things well, and shareholders are generally on board with the direction it's heading. Alright, that's our breakdown of Glacier Bancorp's latest shareholder meeting. What's your take on these votes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.